Our life expectancy is one of the great unknowns, but a simple test is said to reveal a number of factors about our long-term health. The Sit-Rising Test, SRT, is a simple at-home experiment you can do now that could indicate the longevity of people between the ages of 51 and 80, according to NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar. The test is said to indicate how long we may live and shines a light on your heart health, balance, agility, core and leg strength and flexibility. How to perform the SRT. Dr. Azar described the simple test during an appearance on the Today Show in America, as reported by The Mirror. Sit on the floor cross-legged to start, then stand up using only your legs and core to get up. It sounds easy enough, but using any other parts of your body for support means you lose points. Everyone starts with 10 points, but you lose 1 for using each of the following for help: hand, knee, forearm, one hand on knee or thigh, side of leg. Dr. Azar said, 8 points or higher is what you want. As we get older, we spend time talking cardiovascular health and aerobic fitness, but balance, flexibility and agility are also really important. She referenced a study that found participants with a lower score were 7 times more likely to die in the next 6 years. Following the test, participants were assessed by researchers in the coming years, and those who scored the fewest amount of points, 0 to 3, had up to a 6 times greater chance of dying than those in the highest scores, 8 to 10. What's more, around 40% of those in this range died within 11 years of the study. The 2012 study, which was published in the European Society of Cardiology, involved 2,002 participants, of which 68% were men. The study read, musculoskeletal fitness, as assessed by SRT, was a significant predictor of mortality in 51 to 80-year-old subjects. Study lead, Dr. Claudio Guillaraujo, said, when compared to other approaches to functional testing, the sitting-rising test does not require specific equipment and is safe, easy to apply in a short time period, less than 2 minutes, and reliably scored. In our clinical practice, the test has been shown over the past 10 years to be useful and practical for application to a large spectrum of populations, ranging from pediatric to geriatric. If a middle-aged or older man or woman can sit and rise from the floor using just one hand, or even better without the help of a hand, they are not only in the higher quartile of musculoskeletal fitness, but their survival prognosis is probably better than that of those unable to do so. However, it's important to consider that low scores were older than those who scored highly. Dr. Greg Hartley, associate professor at the University of Miami, pointed out that the test isn't necessarily completely accurate. He added, frailty, strength, muscle mass, physical performance, those things are all correlated to mortality, but I would caution everybody that correlation doesn't mean causation. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages. Healthy ways to increase life expectancy. Whilst genetics play an important part in life expectancy, they're beyond our control. We do have a hand over our diet and lifestyle, however, which are also key elements. Daily exercise. Everyone knows exercise is good for you, but it's worth repeating the strong correlation between daily activity and life expectancy. People who exercise regularly, and even as little as 3 hours a week, live up to 6.9 years longer than those who don't, according to a review of studies in Journal of Aging research referenced by Verywell Health. The NHS advises adults aged between 19 to 64 should do at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity a week or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity activity a week. The health body recommends doing some type of physical activity every day, but exercising just once or twice a week can reduce the risk of heart disease or stroke. Healthy diet. Eating healthy another well-worn piece of advice, and it can help your longevity as well. According to Health, a Mediterranean diet is considered the best for living longer and more healthfully. The Mediterranean diet is rich in vegetables, fruits, nuts, whole grains, healthy fats and omega-3 fatty acids. The site writes, this pattern is characterized by a high intake of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, pulses, healthful fats from nuts, olive oil, and avocado, and herbs and spices. It includes seafood a few times a week. A study published in the journal JAMA Internal Medicine found that people who more carefully followed any of the healthy eating patterns were less likely to die from cancer, cardiovascular illness, and respiratory and neurodegenerative diseases. Good sleep. Anyone who has tossed and turned knows how important quality shut-eye is to your well-being. A good sleep is of course good for your overall health. Not getting enough sleep has been tied to shorter lifespans. The Guardian pointed out a study which found that men who regularly sleep well could live almost 5 years longer than those who do not, while women could benefit by an additional 2 years. Research has also indicated that young people with better sleep habits were less likely to die early. According to Very Well Health, regularly sleeping for less than 7 hours a night can have negative effects on the cardiovascular, endocrine, immune, and nervous systems. The health site wrote, side effects of sleep deprivation can include obesity, diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, anxiety, depression, alcohol abuse, stroke, and increased risk of developing some types of cancer. Meanwhile, Healthline shared some lifestyle factors that can boost your health and may increase life expectancy. These include, never smoking, at least 30 minutes of daily physical activity, moderate alcohol intake. The NHS recommends not regularly drinking more than 14 units per week, maintaining a moderate weight, defined as a BMI less than 25, a good quality diet. Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our daily newsletter.